Hey, it is the last day of first quarter of 2025. What are your plans? Tomorrow will be April the 1st, and besides April Fools, it is the first day of the second quarter of this year. And the question is, what are you going to be doing? What are your plans? There's a hell of a lot of disruption out there. Folks are uncertain about what their livelihoods look like. AI helping replace people probably at a much faster rate than normal. Government making massive cuts, and there's a lot of fear in the market as prices go up for things like eggs, right? But we all have the opportunity every day that we are blessed to wake up with, our mind intact and our body intact to do things to help us in maybe the more immediate future. Because I'm sure there are people who are like, you know what, I'm a invest later, I'm a save later, let me just get through this week, who found themselves on the unemployment line last Friday. So with things rapidly changing, we can't afford to always sit and wait and hope that someone is going to turn around and save us and help us in these situations. It is time that, we have to be more proactive about, what we do and how we do things, especially when you have YouTube University that everyone loves to talk about YouTube University, but very few people actually use the benefits that there's these places where you can get free information. Because it doesn't matter how much information I put out for free or other people who know what they're doing put out for free. Most people never do anything. They never do it. It's only until people start putting their money down and their time down and there's real sacrifice involved do people are more encouraged to actually do the thing that we've been telling them to do for a long time, that there's been resources for them to do for a long time. And that's just kind of that's normal kind of human behavior. A lot of people who had the safe job, which government jobs were always considered the safe job, which is funny because I've been a government employee and got laid off before. It's so it happens. But government jobs are usually considered the safe jobs. And we have people with titles that I want to say at this point only exist in the government, not that what their function was doesn't exist in other companies, but their titles, what the government decides to name you as your title, for the most part, just existed in the ecosystem of that government, are now at home trying to figure out what they're going to do, or trying to figure out, damn, do I have enough money to last 2 months if something were to happen? Or in limbo. Like, I have classmates of mine who are currently in limbo. Like, they were government employees, and Doge got rid of the job, and then there was a court order, so now they technically still have their job, or at least are entitled to paychecks until they figure out what they actually are going to do, and their governmental unit is dissolved properly, because apparently, a lot of the government units that were dissolved were not dissolved in the proper form. There's a process to that. So she's in limbo. Highly educated, knows what she's doing. Could she get a job with the skill set she has? Yes, she can. She just has to learn what that title function is, right? But yes, she can. But she's in a limbo place because it might turn out that if she does all this process, she might not even need to do it. But it's going to take maybe a couple of months or more to figure that out, right? So now she's in limbo. She said it even on LinkedIn. Hey, I'm kind of in limbo here. Like, I could do this and then possibly take a job, only to find out that my job is not going anywhere. And she loves what she does, or loves what she did. So you got people in these horrible kind of precarious situations, right? And maybe you are if you're watching this. But that's just, a lesson to all of us to, be wary of whatever finances we have and what other opportunities. I'm always been the big believer in having side hustles and always have something going on outside of your main thing, your main job, no matter what it is, because stuff happens. It has happened to me. It will happen to you and others out there. But the one thing we can control every day is our actions. So if you are in a place where you don't know what's going to happen, or you have a little bit of fear or want to be proactive, I say, stay watching some videos on this channel. I'll be talking more about what I'm doing in terms of my prospecting for my business and the growth that's going forward. And maybe might something I say encourage you to take a step forward in doing something to help secure yourself and your future. Until next time, if you think this video is helpful, make sure you tag people in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments as well. Until next time, this is the Nerdy Entrepreneur. Peace.